everyone, welcome back to QSR Nation, your weekly source of food service marketing and business strategies for success. Here are your hosts, Josh, Beth, Tony, and Grant from the PFS Brands National Headquarters in Holt Summit, Missouri.
Hey everybody, welcome back to QSR Nation. As always, we have Josh, Beth, Grant, and Tony from the PFS Brands National Headquarters in Holt Summit, Missouri to talk about food service marketing and business strategies for success. And yes, Grant was said before you this time.
Wow.
No. Way to
really stepping it up.
Moving it up.
Don't anger Josh because that will happen.
That's right. Your name will get dropped on the marquee.
So today we're going to talk about ad content. And this can range from a variety of things, from your call to action, just to the colors of your ad, to what's actually on your ad.
Correct. First of all, I want to say welcome back from Mexico to Beth,
World
traveler. Yes. She brought us back nothing, by the way, listeners.
I thought about bringing you back a keychain, but you have to put that through customs and too much work.
We weren't worth it.
You were working the entire time you're down
I
there.
really was.
You're working that beach. Back to the content. When you decide to put together something for an ad, you do have to decide whether you're doing it as a branding ad, if it's a call to action ad, and the content is going to be key with that, from the header that you place to the offer, to the imagery that you're using. Personally, I really like to have people in an ad, especially if it's a print ad, as folks are flipping through the pages or looking at the mailer they got, what have you. It stops them in their tracks. They want to know, do I know this person? They're going to look at them and stuff. So that actually freezes them up to give you a little more brand exposure at that time to help them be drawn into the ad. So I really like to have an image of a person in there, especially with food stuff. I think someone eating the food is even better than just holding the food there. That's through TV commercials too. Like, I love it when I see like the McDonald's commercials. I'll use them as an example, and people are actually biting into the Big Mac and eating it. I think that shows how large the food image is, so it helps to establish that visual of value with the price point that they don't mention. So it's just about the size and the enjoyment of the food and how great it tastes. So I think that is all part of that content strategy of making sure that people really get emotionally connected to it right away.
Yeah, and you can kind of picture yourself in their shoes.
Exactly.
Eating as well. So.
Well, the one thing that you talked about is the call to action, and that's really how you're going to be able to measure your success with any kind of a ad campaign or ad content. So whether or not it's going to be mention this ad and you'll get $2 off or whatever you need to do, that will help you be able to measure that success of that campaign no matter what you do, so that way you can have an idea, all right, this is what I need to change for next time, or this is what I need to help promote for this next time around. So whether it's going to be an ad content layout that you're going to be doing for a longer period of time, like we have a lot of customers that will do yearbooks or high school planners or anything like that, that will at least give you an idea of, all right, so this worked last year, but this year I need to make sure that I'm going to be a little bit more aggressive, or maybe it just didn't work at all and you need to just change up your message. So just make sure you understand how you're going to measure that success.
For sure. Now, what percentage do you think it should be copy compared to image? I mean, how in-depth should these go?
I was going to think depend on the size of the ad you're running. I think at any given time, less is more as far as the copy. In the way that people are inundated with advertising today, consumers are just drowned in this stuff. I think that less is more allows us to capture their attention a little bit quicker. I think it gives us a better use of the white space, so they don't feel overwhelmed with the ad. So I would think if you had maybe 50% of your space actually be tied up into copy and image combined, and give yourself some good open space in there, I think you'd be good. But a lot of it just have to measure on what you can say quickly and concisely, which is something I don't do. But
Very true.
But be able to convey that message very quickly, and at the same time have it be engaging to where they actually want to stop and look.
Your message shouldn't be buried into the entire ad. It should be more visually appealing on anything.
Absolutely.
And if you have just one main call to action, like maybe 50% off, that can be the focal point of your ad. And it doesn't have to be that big either. If you're in a magazine, it could be a quarter-page ad. If you want a larger ad, then you can feature multiple products or something like that. So they can take advantage of that space, and then the readers are more kind of doing shopping while they're looking at the ad. So.
Exactly. And at the same time, don't be afraid that if you have a larger space, just to do a singular item and use that open white space. and honestly, I think some of the best advice that I could give someone if you're looking at working on putting together an ad campaign is take a minute to set out, grab some magazines, grab the last few mailers you've gotten, and sit to your home, look at the newspaper, look at the Facebook sponsored ads that you're seeing on your phone. Just kind of look at what looks crowded, what looks busy, what looks inviting. Look at the grocery store ads. What did you like about that? Why were you gravitated to this particular spot? And just take notes, and that way you can kind of take the best of everything and create a really good content-rich ad.
Yeah, and to your point, like when it comes to Facebook or even Google ads, make sure that they're incredibly legible, especially on mobile, because it's a small space. You're trying to cram a lot into. Maybe less is more when it comes to that instance.
Absolutely.
And with Facebook, also, with your wording, you can have to have, I think it's like 25%
30,
less.
25, yeah.
Yeah, so you have to, sorry.
Just keep on rolling.
Just keep going. It's okay. We won't tell anyone that you just kicked the whole table over.
I was trying to get the answer out of you right there. So always kind of think about that whenever you're doing digital ads. It should probably also apply to regular paper ads as well, is that you need to have that 30% or less when it comes to wording.
Yep. Let your ad breathe.
There you go.
Oh, nice.
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 No wonder you got bumped up ahead of me.
Yeah.
So you guys have anything to add about ads?
Oh, you're so funny.
That was not clever.
And no, we don't. So everybody, if you have any questions, always reach out to us at mdf@pfsbrands.com. Go to our URL is pfsbrands.com/QSR Nation. I forget that every time. Reach out to us, comments, questions, anything you want to let us know. We'd love to hear it. Suggestions.
Yeah, we would love suggestions.
Yep. Email us and say who I should say first when introducing us next week.
Yeah.
That'd be kind of fun.
I think
Yeah.
you got it right this time.
Yeah, this was a pretty good one.
We're not campaigning, but if you pick me.
It is November when this is.
Oh, nice.
So I guess we are
Nice.
campaigning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, all right, everybody. For Josh, Beth, Grant, and Tony once again, and everybody at QSR Nation, we'll talk to you next week.
Today's episode is brought to you by Cooper's Express. You can find your nearest location at coopersexpress.com/locations. Be sure to stop by next week for another episode of QSR Nation, and be sure to check us out online at pfsbrands.com/podcast.